I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Vibe Extreme Lite 258RKS. This is a rear kitchen floor plan. As you can see, we have a big slide over here helping to open up this main living area. If we start right in the back in the kitchen, one of the things you will notice right away is the Whirlpool residential refrigerator. I love having a residential refrigerator in an RV. It works great. It's a lot more efficient, and you don't have to turn it on overnight to keep things cool. Just like the one in your house, after a couple hours, everything in there will be nice and cold. Moving in a little bit further, you'll see the recessed cooktops. That way you can use this as prep space. Fold it up and back just like so. That will reveal those 3 burners, and you get to use that as a backsplash. You can see how much prep space you have in the rest of the kitchen, though. Plenty of countertop room here. You'll also see the double bowl sink with the high-rise faucet. If we take a look underneath, it does have accent lighting. You can turn that off if you don't want it on there, but it's a pretty nice look. A couple of drawers right here. It does come with the silverware divider in there. Another one right underneath. This one is deeper. Underneath the 3-burner cooktop, there's an oven. So if you are one that likes to bake, you can see the oven right there. And over to the side here underneath the sink, you will see that it does come with a trash can as well. So you have a big trash can there, dedicated place for it. I like when manufacturers do that, so you don't have a bag just hanging out in the middle of your kitchen. Storage all the way across the top, decorative glass. I'll open up the door here just to kind of give you an idea of the size. You'll also see this right here. This is actually for your sink top. So what you do is you can just kind of put it over one side like this. That way you have just an area for all your dishes and stuff to dry on. And again, adds a little bit of prep space there as well. So we move forward a little bit. You'll see you get a campside dinette in this RV. I love having a campside dinette because this is generally where you're going to sit to have your morning cup of coffee, your breakfast, and you get a view out to your campsite, not out at your neighbor's. So I like having it on the campside here. This does drop down into a bed if you need some additional sleeping space. You will see storage up top, a couple LED lights here as well, and you have 2 electrical outlets. So if you need to plug in, cell phones, tablets, laptops, whatever it may be while you're here at the table, you have the ability to do so. The TV will be located on that wall right there. I do recommend getting a swing arm mount if you have a TV here, because even though it is a straight shot from the seat in the dinette, if you want to watch TV from over on the sofa, you'll want to swing that around. And the sofa is located right here, jackknife style sofa. The great thing about a jackknife is the storage underneath. This one does have easy access storage. You see it drops down just like so. Or if you want, you can still do it the traditional way where you lift it up and access whatever you need from right there. This also drops down into a bed. Moving forward a little bit more, you'll see the big storage area right here. You'll notice you do have a hanging space there for a wardrobe. Huge storage there, whether you want to use that for pantry or clothes, kind of whatever you want. 3 drawers underneath, and then again, more storage right over here. Moving back the other side is the bathroom. We'll take a step in here real quick. You will see that you have a kind of open linen closet right here. Gives you a spot to put all of your towels, washcloths, whatever else you need. I'll undo the shower here. This little rubber guy is the lock, so it just goes over this other handle, so as you travel, the doors aren't slamming around. Take that off just like so. It is magnetic. Open that up, you'll see the neo-angle shower. The great thing about having the doors in the roller track is the fact that when you open it up, all the water goes down the door and into the shower pan, unlike a swing door or curtain where oftentimes it ends up on the floor. I'll step in here to give you an idea of size. So I am 6 foot. As you can see, I can actually stand underneath the ceiling here. I get even more with the skylight. So, if you're 6'2", 6'3", you can stand underneath the skylight and still be able to shower. Over to the side here is the foot flush lever toilet. So I have plenty of leg room in here. I'm pretty wide in the shoulders, fairly broad. I am rubbing a little bit on the right side against the wall. It's manageable. I can definitely make it work, but it is a little tight there. On the left-hand side, you will see good countertop space right up top. The big cubby hole underneath, access to plumbing here. You might be able to throw like a roll or 2 of toilet paper in there if you want to hide that. Electrical outlet over to the side, the toilet paper roll, kind of in an odd place, kind of taking a book or a page out of the kitchen book, right, where you have the paper towel rack underneath the cabinets, but that's where the toilet paper holder comes mounted. You'll see a spot for your toothbrush, mirrored medicine cabinet up here, hand towel ring, and then you have a vent fan up on the ceiling as well. When we step up into the bedroom, the thing you'll probably notice right away is the mattress itself, folks. This is a Denver mattress. It is actually very comfortable, according to most people. Obviously, everyone has a different opinion on mattresses, but I have laid on it, and for my preferences, I think it is quite comfortable, especially by RV standards. On both sides, you have the mirrored wardrobe here. When we open that up, you'll see your hanging rod. So not only do we have the wardrobe kind of out in the living area there, but you have a double wardrobe in here as well. Shelf going across the top. There is storage underneath the bed. So if you have some larger items you want to store underneath there, you can see that right there. It's kind of divided. That adds a little bit of support in the bottom as well. And then if you want TV, that's where this will go, right here in the bedroom. Lastly, there's a window on this side. This one is an emergency exit. You have another window on the opposite wall. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Vibe Extreme Lite 258RKS. Right up front here is a power tongue jack. This makes it nice and easy to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. So you simply have to flip the rocker switch here to raise and lower the tongue. You also have a light right up front for added visibility at night. Right behind that, you have two propane tanks here with the cover. You'll see rails for your battery directly behind that. Then coming up the front is diamond plating, helping to protect that front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. So you come around to the side, you'll see right down here, this one does come with solar prep. So that way, if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there. It's already pre-wired and it will trickle charge your battery. This control right next to that is for the power stabilizer jacks. You have one control in the front for the front two, another control in the back for the rear two. Bear in mind, folks, those are not auto level. They're purely to stabilize the RV. You'll still want to use blocks to level it, but it is great to have because that way you don't have to manually crank them up and down. Definitely a much faster process when you're setting up or tearing down your RV. If we take a look right inside here, you'll see the pass-through. It is nice and open. It is a larger door on the camp side than on the off-door side, so if you have some bigger items like grills, some of your larger chairs, things like that, you want to make sure you load them up from this side. Also, your inverter is located in there. Because you have a residential fridge, you need an inverter. That way everything stays cold as you are traveling down the road. You'll notice the large power awning on here pretty much spans the entire length of this RV. You just touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. And there's an LED light strip that is sewn into the fabric itself. Cool thing about that is it doesn't matter if the awning is completely rolled up, partially extended, fully extended. You can always use those LED lights at night, so you don't have to get up there and hang up your own unless you really want to. Outside TV hookups right here, cable outlet as well as your electrical outlet. Obviously, for your electrical outlet, you can plug whatever you want into there. You know, you don't have to use a TV. If you have a blender or a griddle or something you want to hook up out here, do that as well. We take a look at the axles here. You'll see the spread axle system. They sit a little bit further apart than most RVs. Great thing about that is it helps reduce sway as you're traveling down the road. So that way it does tow a little better than a lot of the RVs out there. You also have the aluminum alloy wheels, which aren't going to rust on you. They stay looking great for years to come. The Lippert solid step system. You have 3 steps on here. As you can see, you have adjustable feet, so that way you can kind of adjust it to the campsite that you are at. Aluminum treads on here as well, so that way your treads aren't going to rust, and you have grip tape on there for extra traction in case it is wet. You will see the big grab handle right here too. This does fold up. When it's out like this, it's wonderful because from the first step all the way in, you have that extra control. The solid steps, if you've never used them before, folks, are fantastic. Completely eliminates that springboard effect you often feel in your normal steps. Right down here is that rear stabilizer control. As I mentioned, that will control the back too. You'll also see one of your 2 speakers. You have one here, another one about midway up. Those are controlled by the multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. Making our way around to the very back, the spare tire right here is on the square tubular bumper. Great thing about that is it's probably one of the easiest places to get to it. The bumper itself, you'll see this right here, has this, the end caps. You just pop these off. You can take your sewer hose, slide it right in there. Creates a very convenient spot in which to store that. Backup camera prep right up top. If you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install because it's already pre-wired. You'll also see your city water inlet is located right back here. Black tank flush is right next to that. So this is wonderful because rather than having to take a hose and stick it down the toilet to wash out your black tank, you can just hook it up right there. On this side, as you come around to the off-door side, you will see your 30 amp detachable power cord, which plugs in here. On the off-door side, right up front, is the freshwater fill. So if you're going somewhere you don't have water hookup, you'll certainly want to make sure you bring some water with you. That is where you'll fill your fresh tank at. But all right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Forest River Vibe Extreme Lite 258RKS. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.